Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Whether it's Woody and his gang hurtling to their scorching deaths, or literally any Carl and Ellie scene from Up, Pixar loves to cash on the tears of its audience. But sometimes, the studio pulls off clever tricks to add hidden messages and Easter eggs in its movies. Here are 10 secret messages hidden in Pixar movies. Number 10. Toy Story 3. After watching this list, you will realize that most of the movies that Pixar makes are realistic in a way that they are likely made in the same animated universe. This secret hidden message is one of many that adds to our universal theory. In Toy Story 3, when our beloved Buzz Lightyear gets captured by the evil Teddy and his squad, they open his battery compartment in order to reset him so he forgets that he ever met Woody or Andy. As harsh as it seems, if you look closely, you will realize that Buzz's batteries have a BNL symbol imprinted on them. If you don't remember what that is, BNL is shorter for By and Large, which is one of the mega corporations responsible for depleting the world's fossil fuels and creating a large number of dumps, everything which leads to the downfall in WALL-E. Could it be that Woody, Buzz, and the gang are out there in this post-apocalyptic wreckage nearly 800 years in the future? We know where Rex the dinosaur is.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Number 9. A Bug's Life. One thing every Pixar fan knows is that the animators at Pixar's favorite cuisine is Chinese, and while creating movies, they must have eaten a lot of it. Only that can explain why a particular Chinese takeout box keeps resurfacing in movies, and not just one, but many. This oyster pail first appeared with a pagoda drawn on its hand in the famous movie A Bug's Life. It played a key role in Manny's act in the Chinese Metamorphosis cabinet. Ever since then, in movies like Toy Story 2, Ratatouille, identical Chinese takeout containers have appeared. The box of Rick Pork probably has more screen time than many characters. While there's nothing exceptionally interesting about the takeout boxes in question, the boxes hold some type of emotional value. They keep appearing in different movies, and as distinct as those 4 films may be, they seem to be intertwined together by a Pixar worker who just wants to eat Chinese food. Number 8. 95. The Toy Story franchise is easily the most famous one in the Pixar universe. After the release of the first movie in 1995, it brought happiness to millions of people, and even after 15 years, it still keeps on providing fun for the audience. So it shouldn't be a surprise that it is filled with hidden messages and Easter eggs. Toy Story 3 opened with a thrilling runaway train sequence, which gave tribute to multiple things in the Pixar universe. The number on the Iron Horse's front and sides is 95, which references the year the original Toy Story hit theaters. That isn't all. That number also holds significance in the Cars movie, as it is Lightning McQueen's racing number. Speaking of our favorite race car, Toy Story 3 works in a clever nod to everyone's favorite race car. At Sunnyside Daycare, you can see a little boy wearing a red t-shirt with the number 95 and a lightning bolt on it, just like that of Lightning McQueen's. That's like an Easter egg within another Easter egg, which showcases the genius of the Pixar universe and their ability to include many layers in their movies. Number 7. SULLEY cameo in Brave. Not only does the witch from Brave specialize in magic, but she also carves wood pretty well, making different authentic things. We're sure that all of her wood carvings have some meaning behind them, but one stands out really well as it has a picture of James P. Sullivan. It can look like a casual thing at first, however, one of the most famous Pixar myths actually plays into it. Many fans believe that Monsters, Inc. takes place in a world in which humans have been left behind, and their civilization is no longer the supreme one. However, because monsters need the cries of children for whatever creepy reasons, they built time travel doors to visit the past, which humans are yet to come up with. Sully's little buddy Boo may have gone back to medieval Scotland and discovered magic if this were really the case. Far-fetched, but the nameless witch might just be Boo in disguise. Why else would she go to great lengths to carve the tall, cuddly kitty? Number 6. Pixar shorts in various films. Pixar is not only famous for its feature-length movies, even though the studio has received most of its fame through them. The studio has also given us a wide range of short films as well, including the likes of The Adventures of Andre and Wally B, Red's Dream, Tin Toy, and Knick Knack. All of these movies helped put the studio on the map, so it would be a decent thing to give tributes to those classics. And that's exactly what Pixar did in its Toy Story franchise. In the first movie of the series, Toy Story, Andy's books share the same titles as many of Pixar's original short films. And in the second part, Toy Story 2, as Ham flips through channels on the television, clips from several Pixar shorts briefly come up, giving them a hidden tribute that only the most loyal fans noticed. Jerry from Jerry's Game also makes a cameo in the film as a toy repairman. Toy Story isn't the only one giving other cartoon characters cameos, though. Most recently, the titular character from the 2016 short Piper appeared in Finding Dory. It's good to know that Pixar still holds some respect for the little guys. Number 5. The toys in various Pixar films. We weren't kidding when we claimed the Toy Story to be the biggest franchise of Pixar Studio. Characters from an animated movie making a cameo in some other film aren't common, but Toy Story has brought down every barrier. Remember Rex's cameo in Wall-E? He's not the only Toy Story character that's been found in other Pixar movies either. Many other characters can be seen in other movies. It's like the whole studio is a toy chest of Easter eggs. For example, in Monsters, Inc., Boo's room is littered with toys, including a LUXO ball and Jessie doll. We'll come back to the LUXO ball later, but we have to mention that she even has a clownfish toy, which hints at Nemo. And while we're on the subject of Finding Nemo, Boo's teddy bear and Buzz Lightyear can be seen in the dentist office where Nemo is kept in the fish tank. A boy in the waiting room reads a Mr. Incredible comic as well. That's not all. Up would additionally foreshadow Toy Story 3 as Lotso Huggin' Bear sits in a girl's bedroom. Meanwhile, Red the Fire Truck and Lightning McQueen appear as toy cars at Sunnyside Daycare. Number 4. Apple Inc. Many know Steve Jobs is the founder of his company Apple, but what you probably don't know is that he was a huge animation fan and had a prominent stake in Pixar. Without Steve, the studio wouldn't be what it is today, so it's natural and respectful to pay homage to the late Apple founder. The company's products have frequently been featured in Pixar films, most notably Toy Story 3. Think about the Apple Inc. logo, which encourages us to think different. On the other hand, Monsters, Inc. encourages us to scare different. A racer name is Mac iCar in Cars, while Lord Macintosh, Apple's first computer, tries to impress Merida in Brave. But the best Apple reference is in Wall-E. As the little robot charges up, the noise he makes sounds exactly like an Apple computer turning on. Everyone should learn from Pixar on how to pull off product placement in a charming and fun way. Number 3. A113. The A113 code is often displayed in Pixar animated movies, and even though it seems like a secret code of some kind, A113 is actually something else that only people affiliated with the California Institute of the Arts know about. It is a classroom code where students study character animation and graphic design. It isn't just there to make things interesting. Among the university's alumni are two of Pixar's prominent directors, John Lasseter, who went on to direct Toy Story, and Brad Bird, who directed The Incredibles. As a tribute to the place that was used by both, this alphanumeric code has been displayed in every Pixar film. This hidden code is very easy to miss, but if you look closely, you can spot A113 on license plates, boxes, cameras, and so much more. And with that, it's time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. If you come across a photo online and you want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. Number 2. Tom and Jerry are not really part of the Pixar universe, as it is created and distributed by the Warner Brothers. But a crossover of Tom and Jerry and Toy Story is expected to be released soon, which will be named Tom and Jerry Toy Story. And it will include multiple characters from both the universes of Pixar and Warner Brothers. Does that excite you? If not, the next one definitely will. Number 1. LUXO Ball. For many of you who don't know, a short film named LUXO Jr. was released by Pixar in 1986, and it gave the studio its most iconic figures, a living desk lamp and a yellow ball. The lamp and ball were so famous that they went on to become the studio's mascots. The LUXO ball has also gone on to star in several Pixar projects. Boo from Monsters, Inc. has a LUXO ball in her own room, as we've mentioned earlier, and it can also be seen as the stage floor in Red's Dream. On a wall in Monsters University, the ball is also visible in a child's room in Up. But this LUXO ball is most recognized by the audience in the Toy Story films, especially when Buzz Lightyear flies for the first time. Every time it is displayed, it showcases the ability of the Pixar studio to go to infinity and beyond. Which one of these hidden messages and Easter eggs were your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.